guys, so I know it's been a very long time, and then this is a video where I just want to catch back from the last video that I made and then what's happening so far, because a lot of things happened. I competed, and then I flew back to Nepal, then I had a family vacation in Phuket, and then I flew to Bhutan, and then I took a lot of classes with Alpha. So I just want to catch up with you guys so I can move forward with the training that I've been doing, because as you guys know from the last video, if you watched it, I was hurt for my competition, and then ever since after the competition, like, I pushed myself through the competition, but after the competition I've basically been on a rehab phase for the past 7 weeks, and then this is the first week back of training, and then this is why I'm motivated to make videos again, and which I will try and make every other week like before. Anyways, what happened in the competition was I competed in the 93 kilo weight class as a junior lifter, and in the open weight class I ended up winning both, but more importantly I squatted 235 kilos, which was a junior national squat record and a men's open national squat record. I bench pressed 127.5 kilos, nowhere close to any of the records, and then 262.5 kilos deadlift, and that was the junior national record, which helped me make the junior total record as well of 625 kilos. So I was just shy, 7.5 kg shy of the open national record, and then 15 kilos shy of the open total record. So anyways, and like I was and then obviously my goal was to get the 640 total, but then that wasn't quite there, and it wouldn't have been there even if my squats were 100% healthy. So I was super thrilled just because I had never squatted anything over 220 in sleeves before, and then I had no idea about where I would be, but then even with an injury I ended up with 235 kilos, which is a massive PR. And then bench press, finally I broke the 120 kilo curse that I used to call it, and then that was pretty awesome as well. And now I feel like I'm stronger than ever in the bench press, like even now. And then I know, like, I'm finally starting to make gains because I've made huge improvements to my technique, and then all programming and all the sort of things. And obviously deadlift is coming back because I was rebuilding from an injury in deadlift, and now I'm completely free. But then squats again, I have to rebuild, so I'm weaker in squats at the moment. But anyways, that with that getting out of the topic, let's move into more of the things that I did. So just but see, I flew back to Nepal for a week where I did not train. I actually went back to Nepal for my cousin's wedding. All my cousins, friends, families were there, so we had like a really good time. And then all those time obviously I couldn't make any videos, so that's where I actually wanted to make like a meet recap video, but the Nepal gayalyo, and then after that the meet became old story, and then I was super caught up until last week, and now I'm completely free, so I'm back to making all these videos again. So when I flew back to Thailand again, my family came with me as well. So because मेरो meet सकेको थियो अनि मेरो semester सकेको थियो, so it's just like a small family vacation. Mom, dad, both my sisters and Dia were here, so we went to Phuket as well. So त्यो गर्दाखेरि that was already like another week and a half after the meet. But then by this time I was already starting to go back to the gym, but then obviously doing rehab work, unilateral stuff, and then squats. I was doing some belt squats, maybe some hip thrust, but then nothing that would aggravate my hip, because I wanted to recover, because I've qualified for the national championship, which is in February 2020, February 8th, I believe. I'll keep you guys updated on that. So that's my goal. So right now there's no risk in pushing the injury further, so I want to be completely healthy before I start preparing for this meet, which I am kind of sure that I'm healthy now. Anyways, त्यो भएपछि after my parents went back. So त्यो भएपछि I had like a week time. So you can imagine when so many things happen, I was slightly left behind on school stuff because because my university had already started by this time. So I had a lot of catching up to do. So that kept me quite busy for a while. But then in the process of doing that, we we already had another trip planned as well to Bhutan. So Bhutan, now we were invited to basically teach some of the trainers there. So more than how we were invited. So we flew to Bhutan expecting nothing, but when we reached there, it was a completely different experience, and that's what I want to share with you right now, and the purpose of this video as well. Because when I flew to Bhutan, it was a country like I've never expected before. It's so culturally rich, and then so quiet, so less people, and then everyone's really nice. They speak English, they speak Nepali, they speak Hindi, they speak their own language. And then language was not a problem, because normally when we go to new countries, that's always a problem. And then it was a really cool country altogether. And then we thought we were just teaching like a few trainers and then just take some cool pictures and then come back. But the host, Dorjidai, he took us like a family, and then he took care of us completely. He was with us the entire time. And then we met a lot of very important people of Bhutan. So the first day we met the Prime Minister of Bhutan, and then we met a lot of celebrities from Bhutan. We met like the entire country, I guess. And then to our surprise, like Her Majesty the Queen of Bhutan, she also wanted to come take one of our classes. So we got to meet her as well. And then that's the reason why I haven't spoken about Bhutan, because I actually wanted the photo to come from her, and then which apparently did not come. So I have not posted it on Instagram. Obviously I don't have the picture of it, but anyways, we got to meet her, and then it was really cool experience. And then finally, the most important thing that we always try and do is we try to teach what we've learned, and then so that they can teach other clients in the future. So we got to work with 4 trainers in Bhutan, of which 2 of them were really good, and then they're continuing whatever we've taught them back in Bhutan. And then after that, maybe about a week of sightseeing everything, I flew back to Thailand again. And then like again, I had a lot of catching up to do. So for about a week or 2, I was just catching up with school, catching up with my training, all those sort of things. But you have to keep in mind, I was training the entire way as well. त्यो भएपछि then I was still training, but then I had already committed to taking classes with Alpha. So Alpha, if you don't know what Alpha is, it's like initiation of Gymkhana, a gym that I used to work in. They're trying to again build future trainers who are knowledgeable, and then who are not biased in their thinking, but believe in trying to explain to them the science of fitness through other trainers. And then I was one of them as well. So my part was basically to cover how we actually make an annual plan for training instead of just doing whatever at the gym, and then talking about the importance of periodizing training, and then giving them some strategies about how would you actually use it in real life and all those sort of things. So I had 5 classes with them, about 10 hours each, and the problem there was that I had to do a recording similar to this, and then put them in slides, edit them, and then send it to them so they can watch me speak. And then we did some of the classes live as well. It wasn't really feasible because I have a lot of commitments here in school, and then मेरो school ko timing and our classes timing were similar. So I had to record this type of video, so about 90 minutes each, and then speaking, making the slides, and then all those things kept me busy on my free days, which is a lot more than making just one YouTube video like this. So I made like 3 or 5 YouTube videos like that for about 2 hours, and then shared it with them. So that was the reason why I was quite busy. But now since everything is done, I'm quite free now, so I am thinking of getting back into YouTube and then sharing my journey while still trying to give you guys some cool new technique or whatever it may be through YouTube. So now that I'm free completely, now I want to use some of my free times by sharing my journey with you guys as I compete, as I deal with life as it comes, and then in the process help some of you get some extra motivation to work out, maybe answer a few of your questions if you have any, and then come out with technique videos, maybe training tips, and how to whatever in fitness and all those sort of things. So that's basically it for now. I will continue with my training update videos from next week, because this week is already halfway through, and then it's quite long as well. So I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching, and then I will keep you updated now for sure.